Hi, I'm bigcal and welcome to my world. Today is another recent video games pickups video, and I think this may only be the second time I've done this specific themed one. It is not just Xbox games, but very specifically Xbox 360. Now, I don't think I've done one of these videos since I got the Xbox 360, which was some time ago. Normally I just bundle it in with Xbox games because I have original ones as well. Yep, so this video is all about Xbox 360. It's a console I've been getting into a little bit more lately. It's never been a system I've been that interested in, but now I'm starting to look at it, buy some of the cheaper games, and of course try and fill my Xbox Kinect collection, as I do want to do a Kinect video at some point, but I'm waiting while I get basically all of the Kinect games, or as many as I can get anyway. I actually have to look up and research how many there are and see what I still need. So anyway, let's just get into it. I'll start off with some Kinect games. I'll go through these quick because I don't have game footage for them. As I've mentioned in the past, setting up the Kinect is a pain in the ass. I have to rearrange the downstairs living room to make room to set it up. I've done it once, that's when I got the damn thing. I don't want to do that again until I'm doing a specific Kinect video and have it all set up and I record through footage of them all. Yeah, so to add to the Kinect collection then, we have first off The Biggest Loser Ultimate Workout. Yep, I'll just be an exercise game. Motorsports. I've been calling it motorsports in my head every time I've seen the game. Now, there is a motion sports game already. This one's a bit different. Motion Sports Adrenaline. Yeah, so this has, skydiving and canoeing and BMXing and the whatever it's called on the board. It's not surfing, but kind of surfing, but you're holding on to something. I don't know, sports. Yeah, so I own that now. Yep, and this is a Kinect game. I made some jokes about this online, saying I finally got it, I finally bought it. I've caved and I've done it. I have Steel Battalion for the Xbox 360. Steel Battalion Heavy Armour, the Kinect game. Obviously, if you know Steel Battalion, it's the original Xbox game that comes with the massive, big, huge controller with all the buttons and the levers and the pulls and the whatchamacallits. And it costs a couple of £100 to buy, and then you just have this massive controller that you need to find space for to control the mech. And then they just did a Kinect version where you were the controller, so you save a lot of space. Sort of, but you need a lot of space anyway for the Kinect to actually work, so it doesn't really make a difference, except you don't get a cool controller with it. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in really trying that one out, so yeah, I really need to get all the Kinect games and get a Kinect video at least recorded so I can play the damn thing. Right, so the first game that I can actually show off does have Kinect functionality, but it's one of those better with Kinect games, so you can play it with the controller, but it claims to be better with Kinect. Will it be? I guess we'll find out in the future, but for now, I just played it with the controller, and that is Child of Eden. So, some girl was born in space and had her conscious uploaded to the internet or something, and then hundreds of years into the future they activate her and that turns into an on-rail shooter thing that has you aiming and firing similar to Panzer Dragoon, but in a setting more like a rhythm game. Yeah, this game both baffled and bored me. Maybe waving my hands around with the Kinect will make it more fun? Yeah, I just don't understand this game at all. I don't understand what the story is, what it's going for. I don't know why you're doing the on-rail shooting part. I don't know why it looks like it does. Not a clue. Maybe going like this will improve the experience. I don't know. We'll find out in the future. Okay. Next up then we have a double pack. They did a handful of these for the 360. I already own one. It's probably here, but all the end labels are facing that way, so I can't see which one it is. I think it's one with Burnout Paradise and something else. I don't remember what, but yeah, this is another double pack, and it is Lego Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures, and Kung Fu Panda. Now then, have you ever played a Lego game since around the PS2 days? If so, then you've basically played this game already, Only this one has the Indiana Jones IP attached to it. You control Indy, use a whip, break blocks, collect studs, and build stuff by holding down the B button. It's probably not the Lego game I would recommend to people, but if you love Indiana Jones, then yeah, go for it. Kung Fu Panda then is a fun 3D beat 'em up based on a film I've never actually seen. You play as Po, I'm assuming it's pronounced, a panda, voiced by Jack Black on screen, and then by someone doing a Jack Black impression in the game. Punch, kick, combo, belly flop, and even use weapons. Yeah, I only played it for about 10 minutes, but it looks like a really fun game that I could easily just kill an hour with playing every so often. It's a fun double collection. Lego games, you really just can't go wrong with them. Once they did the first Lego Star Wars game and established that style of gameplay, yeah, it all just comes down to whether or not you like the IP that's attached to it. And for 90% of them, I like the IPs attached to them. So yeah, they were fun games. Indiana Jones, I haven't seen the films in decades, except for the fourth one, which I watched not long after it came out. Wish I hadn't, but yeah. So Indiana Jones is not really something I'm like, wow, Indiana Jones, yeah, I must play that, love Indy, woo! But yeah, Indiana Jones is still cool. But yeah, it's just a Lego game, so if you enjoy them, play it. And Kung Fu Panda, yeah, it's a pretty fun 3D beat 'em up game. Like I said, I've never seen the film or anything. I don't think you need to, but the combat's pretty fun. So yeah, I can certainly spend some time enjoying both of those games. Right, next up then we have, and this one has a pretty cool lenticular cover, which I didn't realise I was getting that version when I bought it. I don't know if it goes for a little bit more money, a couple of quid more usually or not, but my version just came with it. Never said it was, and that is Vanquish. And I have no idea if that shows up on camera or not, but there you go, I'm moving it around with my hand. Ooh. So, Platinum Games are mainly known for their insane beat-em-up hack-and-slashy type games. But they have branched out on occasion, and Vanquish is one of those occasions. It is a third-person shooter that takes the fast-paced gameplay of their hack-and-slash games and adds it to gunplay. You get a fast slide that further increases the fast action, and then an augmented reaction suit that uses a mode to slow things down that will do so automatically if you're taking too much damage, giving you time to recover and regroup and get to cover, or focus in on getting kill shots. Of all the cheap 360/PS3 era shooty games I bought recently, this is one of the better ones for sure. Yeah, so that is Vanquish, and it turns out they also remastered the game for PS4 and Xbox, whatever Xbox system it came out on. After the 360, I just don't really know or care what the name convention is or what comes out where. But yeah, so it's one of those games where apparently it's done a bunch of new things that's changed how first and third person shooters have played, but also isn't remembered that fondly because apparently the story sucks. Yeah, not really too sure on that, but yeah, I had fun with my short time with it. Now then, this next game, I bought it and it got delivered. Unfortunately, instead of knocking on the door and handing it to me or whatever, they just left it outside, and it pissed it down with rain and it got wet. No, sorry, that's wrong. This is wet for the Xbox 360. I know, that was terrible. This is another fun shooter game, only this one is all about jumping around and getting combos with multi-kills using guns or a blade, and has a really nice unique look to it that gives it more of a movie feel. You play as Ruby Malone, portrayed by Eliza Dushku from Buffy the Vampire Slayer fame, as she does a little wet work, which of course sees her killing a lot of people. It is a little bit janky, but there are some really cool mechanics in this game, and yeah, it's definitely one of the games here that I want to play through in full as soon as possible. Yep, like I said, really fun mechanics, really cool visuals and things. I like the style of it. Little bit janky, but you can get used to it probably, and it does seem like a really fun game. It's one that's not talked about that much, but I have had my eye on it for a while. I think the PS3 version goes for like triple the price of this. You can get this still for under a tenner. So get the Xbox 360 version. It probably runs better than on the PS3, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's cheaper on here, and it's really, really cool. Looks good. Yeah, fun game. Next then, a game that people would probably never imagine I would buy just because I don't care for the series. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. What a dumb title. Metal Gear games have never interested me. I tried Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1 when it came out, and then I even tried Metal Gear Solid 2 on the original Xbox, and nah, just not for me. But a Platinum Games hack and slash? Yeah, okay, I'll play it. I don't know anything about the characters, whether they're in other Metal Gear games or not, if I should know them already, and all I know of the story is from the very little I played from this video, and it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything special, but what I do know is it is fun as hell, and yeah, I am going to play through it. Yeah, so take the hella fun action, hack and slashy, beat 'em uppy, whatever style that Platinum Games are known for, slap on the Metal Gear IP, and you've got me playing a Metal Gear game for the first time ever, and actually having fun. Crazy. Right then, lastly, a game I've had for a while, and it's a pretty interesting title. Never heard anybody talk about this one at all. In all the videos I've watched over the years, I've seen people doing pickups videos, I've seen people talk about the Xbox 360 and recommend games. Never heard them mention this one. Stumbled upon it for cheaper than it usually goes for. It's not that expensive anyway, but I did get it at a really good price. And this one is Afro Samurai. And yeah, yet another hack and slash game. Afro Samurai is based on an anime and manga of the same name, where the number one warrior rules the world with godlike powers. Your father was number one until he was killed, and so you worked your way up to number two to get revenge. But along the way you must defend yourself from others trying to become the number two instead of you. It has a wonderful cel-shaded art style, lots of cool blood effects and sword action, and Samuel L. Jackson. Now, the combat isn't quite as smooth as a Platinum Games hack and slash, but it is still fun as hell to slice people apart with your sword, and the setting makes it a lot more appealing too. Yeah, so check this one out if you haven't heard of it. I hadn't heard of it until I stumbled upon it and looked into it, thought, this looks cool, I'll buy it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a hidden gem or anything like that, but it is a really fun game I'd never heard of, so Afro Samurai, check it out. Well, there we have all of my Xbox 360 pickups that I've got in the last couple of months. Couple of Kinect games, and quite a few hack and slash and shooters there. Yeah, although, to be fair, that's what most of the console was. So yeah, bunch of really good games there. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of them. I'm bigcal, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.